Hi everybody and welcome to today's video. In today's video I am going to be sharing some of the things that I purchased while I was on my trip to Texas. So if you don't know, my husband and I had been planning our anniversary trip for a while and we decided to do a tour of Texas. And during our tour of Texas, we started in Dallas, went down to Waco, down into Austin, through the countryside, into Braunfels, San Antonio, and over to Houston. So we were there for a week. It was quite a long trip. We did quite a lot, and I purchased some things during our trip. So I want to share some of the things that we purchased. So the first town or the city that we were in was Dallas, and in Dallas, Archer Paper Goods is there, and I found this little shop completely by accident. I have heard of Archer Paper Goods before, so when I saw their shop, I was completely blown away and totally surprised, and flew into that little shop as quickly as I could, and I picked up a few things. So I got this Blackwing pencil. It was a special edition from earlier this year, and I hadn't to this point been able to get a hold of a single, and they had singles there. So I got the pencil and some replacement erasers because I have several Blackwing pencils with no erasers, because when the boys use them, they use the erasers totally up, and now none of my Blackwings have any erasers, so I grabbed some replacements. They gifted me this pen, but I also purchased this set of envelopes from Present and Correct, which is a shop in London, I think. But these are the designs of the envelopes. They're really interesting. They're all different sizes. I don't want to pull every single one of them out just because I don't want this video to be like 1,000 minutes long, but I just thought the envelopes were really super interesting. And there's a fun place to write addresses in here. So I was super happy with that. I can't wait to use those. I've got quite a few letters to catch up on. But another thing that I purchased while I was there, and it's in quite bad shape now because I used it like throughout the entire trip. I bought it the first day I was there, but it's just this little pouch, and I used this pouch to hold all of the paper bits that I wanted to use for my journal throughout the day. So anytime I got a hold of a sticker or a brochure or a piece of paper or anything, I slid it in here. Actually used this little writing board as a sticker holder, because look how pretty that is. And yeah, super love this. There's actually a leaf in here from one of the gardens. So that was all from Archer. And I was very mindful. I tried to be very mindful about the things that I was purchasing and how much I was purchasing. So I didn't buy a whole lot, but the next shop that we went to was Read Between the Lines, and I made a point to every store that I went into, every paper store, if they were a creator as well, I wanted to purchase something that they created. So this is a Christmas card that Read Between the Lines actually made. So I grabbed that and this cool vintage inspired postcard, as well as this white roll of MT washi tape. I used this quite a bit during my trip as well because I did journal during my trip. And there will be a flip through of that journal coming up shortly, but that's what I purchased from Read Between the Lines, also in Dallas. The next stop on my stationery adventure was to Kinokuniya, which is a Japanese bookstore, and it was in New Carrollton, which is just outside of Dallas. And I was very overwhelmed in that store, but I took my time, really enjoyed it, soaked it all in, and only got a few things. So I got a blue Sarasa vintage because all my blues are dry. I got this Moonlight gray jelly roll because I love jelly roll pens, but gray is my new ink color. It's my preferred ink color, and so I also got a gray Sarasa just because I really love gray right now. So those are the only pens I got. I got these 3 Versacolor inks, which I thought were really nice. I really love these small ink pads, and I like the Versacolor ink pads. The ink is really nice, so I just got 3 variant colors. I got this stapleless stapler, which I thought was the crimpy kind, but it's actually the punchy kind. If you know anything about staplers, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I thought this was going to be a crimper, and it actually just punches a hole through the paper, and I did a sample of it right here. I was really disappointed when I realized the mistake. There was two, the one I wanted was right next to this, but I thought because this was smaller, that I chose this one because it was just a little bit smaller, not realizing that it was a completely different stapler. So that's I was kind of disappointed. I was really frustrated when I realized my mistake, but nothing I can do about it now, and I'm not going to not use it because it wasn't exactly what I wanted. The next thing I got was the 2021 Travelers Company stickers. And I didn't actually purchase these when I purchased my planners, and I kind of regretted it when the package came. So I just went ahead and purchased them while I was there. They were a bit overpriced, but I was in the moment and just went for it. And the last thing I purchased was this pad of paper. It was a really nice pad of paper. It's in the A5 size, and I thought it would be great for letter writing. I always seem to be in need of nice writing paper for my letters, so I just went ahead and grabbed that while I was there. And that's all I purchased from Kinokuniya. I've been wanting to go to that shop for years, and I thought I was relatively well behaved in there. The next stop was actually right next door to Daiso, and if you know anything about that store, you will know that it is trouble waiting to happen. But basically, it's a Japanese dollar store, and I purchased quite a bit. My husband chose a lot as well, but these were the selections that I made for myself. I bought quite a few gifts, so they're not going to be included in this video, but I got the kitty cat book holder opener thing. I've always wanted this. I've always thought this thing was so cute, and decided to grab one while I was there. I thought this keychain was really cool, so I just went ahead and grabbed that as well. Everything was $1.50 in there, so I didn't have an issue throwing stuff in the cart. But I got 3 different tapes. I got this really pretty, delicate lace tape, this red and blue, I think they called it crayon tape, but I thought it had like a fun airmail sort of feel. And then I got their Christmas tape as well. I thought that would be fun to use for sealing up my Christmas cards this year. I got these washi cutters, which actually there's one right on here. It just attaches right to the roll, and then you just pull up your tape, and this goes around the roll, and you just pull it up and pull it, and it rips it for you. So I got a couple of those. They're not my favorite, but they do the job. I ran out of glue while I was there, so I had to grab a glue roller, which turned out to be great. This is actually a really good one. I'm really sad I didn't get more than one, but I really like it. I got some sand and regular erasers. So the sand erasers can remove ink from a page, and my boys always need erasers, especially the sand one, because they tend to gravitate towards grabbing a pen before a pencil. So I got these basically for them. And then I got this pack of paper bags, which I thought were cute. These little tabs. I like the pastel colors. I got a pack, actually I got 2 packs of these. They're the vellum sticky notes, and I used them already on my trip, but I really loved them. And then I grabbed some A5 cases. So this one is like really soft and flexible, and then this one is kind of hard and like sturdy. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, probably just writing boards or something to keep with my journals, to keep anything safe and protected. And then the box that all of this stuff is in, I purchased there as well, and it kept everything safe during our travels because we were on the road quite a bit, and it was really nice to store stuff in this. And then the last thing is just this book of craft paper. And the lighting is kind of funny right now, but it has kind of like a newspaper feel. It's just slightly thicker than newspaper, but I liked the color of this particular craft paper, and I liked how thin it was, and so I intend to use it for letter writing. It's quite large too. So I like this as well. All right. Let's see. This is completely unrelated, but I got this Louis Sherry chocolates I picked up in one of the gift stores, and my husband and I have already eaten them, but I thought I've always wanted to try this brand of chocolate, and I actually have my husband's grandmother's vintage one. Let me see if I can grab it. It was one of the things that he got when she passed away last year. And I always really loved this. And once I did the research and realized that this print was still around, I thought it was great. But I've just got some treasures hidden inside. And I just love this. So I was happy to be able to try that. Okay. I want to try to go in order. So I think the next place that we went to was Waco. And in Waco, I visited 2 different paper stores. The first one was January Letterpress, and I purchased a couple postcards from them. They actually made these on their letterpress machine, so I was really happy to support them. I think I got a pen and something else there, but I've misplaced it during our trip. But this was like the main thing that I purchased. I didn't purchase too much, but I wanted to support them in a small way. And then we also went to another store called Paper Crown. It's a scrapbooking store in Waco, right down the street. And they had this really cool Magnolia Market postcard, which I thought was odd that they didn't have at the Magnolia area. But I thought it was fun because it encapsulates everything that's there, and we did spend quite a bit of time there. And then I grabbed some postcards, and I think I grabbed some other papery bits and some Christmas things that I've already used actually and gifted on to other people. So that was that. And then here is the stuff that I got at the silos. So one of the things that they do at the Magnolia complex, I guess, is they have this really fun passport program. And this is actually one of their bags. But if you visit all of their locations, and this is like a fun map, and this area was actually open while we were there, so that was really fun. But if you visit all of their locations and get the stamp, they give you a free pin. And so I thought that was fun, and we went ahead and did it, and we got to see some of Waco doing that. Oosh. But I got some of these, some magnets, and a Christmas ornament. Picked up some flower seeds. This card was actually in one of the new cottages. It was in their Chapter 1 stationery store in the cottages. So I was happy to support that. And then I also grabbed this bag of, it's just glassine envelopes, but it was like the only vintage stuff that they had in the Chapter 1 store. So I thought, why not? I can use them. It's always fun to have vintage glassine envelopes, and I wanted to support that particular little stationery store. Even though I know it's not a small business, it was still fun to be able to buy some stationery at the little stationery shop at the Magnolia complex. So that's pretty much all I bought at the Magnolia thing. Let's see. Going into San Antonio now, I went to Bell & Union, my favorite stationery gift home goods store ever. And I always love there. I love it there. I went there in February as well, but Meg had some new stickers, so I grabbed some of her new stickers. Obviously, they're amazing. And then I grabbed 2 of her new cards. So this is one of her wedding cards, and this is made on an antique letterpress machine as well. And this is one of her new Christmas cards. And they are made by Bell & Union. So I was very happy to support Meg in her new stickers and new cards. And these were also in her shop as well. They weren't made by her, but I loved the look of them, obviously. So I grabbed them up as well. I love having cards on hand because you never know when you're going to need them. Okay, so I'm going to go into the last bit of like stationery. and then we're going to move into some of the vintage things that I found. So one of the stationery stores that I visited in Houston was Anvil Cards. It's a cute little shop, and I liked this stationery. It was an ode to the Houston street signs, and they use tiles. And then I got a Texas Blue Bonnet sticker, and then the owner of the shop gifted this to me as well, so I was very happy about that. So Anvil Cards was super cute in Houston as well. Another local small paper store. Okay, so this is a Christmas gift that I purchased for myself, again in Houston. It was from a store called Space Montrose, I think. And it was a cute little store, but this particular item is made by a local maker in Texas. And during the spring, Clara and it was one of her birthday presents to me for her first birthday. I bought Mommy and me bracelets. They were matching bracelets with her birthstone in. You would have noticed me wearing it on this wrist back in the spring and summer. But hers broke, and mine was starting to give me a reaction on my skin because I think it was just coated gold. It wasn't like, I don't know, I have really sensitive skin. Anyway, I had to stop wearing it, and been really sad about it. And so when I saw this necklace, I thought I really wanted to get it for, Clara, so I could have a necklace as like a representation of my girl. So I wanted to support a local maker as well. So that was really nice, and the price was good. All right. This is from the printing museum. Let's see if we can get this to refocus. I absolutely loved this place. If you ever are in Houston, I strongly encourage you to visit the printing museum. I absolutely loved it there, but I got a sticker, a pin, and then these 2 postcards. This was actually made on one of their vintage printing machines. They have tons of them there, but I was super happy. And then I also grabbed some vintage letterpress letters, I guess. Blocks, I think is what they're called. So I like that. I think I also got a pencil, but I think it rolled off my desk. Here it is. I also grabbed a pencil. And then this is a paper wallet. I liked the look of it. I have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but I liked the look of it. And I really just wanted to support their gift shop because what they're doing there is amazing. So, and then they had this, obviously it was the week to vote while we were in Texas. So we had voted early before we left, obviously. But they had these voting, make your own voting poster, and they had these laying out, and they were printed in-house using their vintage machines, and I had to have them. They were free, but I absolutely loved it and had to have it. So that was all I purchased there, and I think everything that's left from this point out is going to be what I purchased in the antique stores that I visited. So I got 2 full sheets of these Christmas seals. I absolutely love these. I use them all the time, and the price was stellar. So I grabbed 2 full sheets of those. I found a vintage typewriter tin. And then I also found, this one particular booth had lots of paper, and I just about lost my mind. But I love these Stamp Saver stamps. I absolutely love them. I'm obsessed with them. I have a huge collection, like a personal collection that I don't touch. I just look at them every now and then, but I hadn't seen these in the flesh before, so I went ahead and grabbed these up. I love the look of them. I think they're pretty all on their own. So I was really happy to find these. And then I found this one. Again, I had never seen this particular brand, and the back of the book is just filled with adverts. So that was a must-have. Found these fun postcards. And then I have a ton of these, but I think it was like $1 or $1.50 for 2 of them. and I can't, when it's $1.50, I can't leave it there. So I just grabbed them up so I could have them for my shop and my stash and to share with pen pals. Next is this very thick Pepsi pad. Really nice. Found some Pearl little notebooks, and the Pearl lager beer is actually the Hotel Emma now. It's like a whole district, so I was super happy to have that. And then I found these coupon books and died in the store when I saw them. This one's so thick. Look at that. I've never seen one that thick. And then this dairy one. I don't want to bend it too much because I don't want to break them because they're kind of fragile. And I think this one is just like the other one. So I was very happy, very, very happy to have these. You guys know I absolutely love those. Also found this fun book. I'm not altogether sure what it is, but I loved it. There's maps in here, and I just love the look of it. I thought it was really fun. I think it's for like a deliverer, bar deliveries and stuff. I don't know, but I loved it. And so next we're gonna go get, this is more from the antique stores. I visited 2 different ones, but yeah, so I got really, really lucky in a particular booth. They were clearing some stuff out, and so some of the stuff was 40% off, and so I just pretty much cleared them out. I love this one. It's a ledger dater. I've never seen anything like this before, but they're like super skinny. So it's got the month, the day, and then the year, but it's like super duper skinny. But I loved the look of that one. And then we have this one. It's just a standard little date stamper, but I thought it was cute. And then we have this one as well. Look at that. It's absolutely amazing. It's in rough shape, but that's okay. I'm gonna hope that I can still use them, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I also got this from Paper Crown in Waco as well. I mean, I obviously have a thing for glassine envelopes. So I think that's it. I spent a lot of my money on postcards. I sent probably close to 75. So yeah, a lot of my money went to that. But that's it. I mean, I think I did pretty well. It seems like a lot when I look at the pile, but I was gone for 7 days, and I went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cities in 7 days. So I think I did okay. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm sorry this video was so long. I hope it was pleasing for you to watch anyway. And yeah, stay tuned for my travel journal flip through. Thanks guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.